Well, we're finally here. We made it, and we're mostly still alive. NERDSoul. Late Ill Kid at OneYoungsta, holding it down, bringing that street geek and nerd soul. What is up, my people, today? Oh yeah, coming with another wonderful episode of On Screen. We've been waiting. We have been watching. We have been enjoying this crazy drama with a family unlike any other. And that family is called Greenleaf. And there's tons of stuff to get into with this episode, but I want to start off with all my receptionists of the world, all right? All my receptionists, I want you to lend an ear. Stop busting in people's rooms. See, that's what's wrong with you. See, Corinne would have been fine if she wouldn't just be busting in people's room. Ever since we met Corinne, she just busts on in. She don't even knock. She just busts in and be like, hey, Bishop, I got something for. See, if you didn't bust in no room, you wouldn't have had a gun in your face. Because you would be like, knock, knock, knock. And they would have been like, please come back in a moment, and you would have been fine. But no, you always bust in the room. I'm just saying, if you're a receptionist, don't be busting in the room. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know what you're going to find. Next, if you got a gun to somebody and you're definitely super duper trying to shoot them, like so much you can feel it in your bones, don't be anticlimactic. You know what I'm saying? Don't just be like, well, yeah, I guess I'll just, you got faith, so I'm going to just walk off. You try to kill my father, or well, no, you kill my father, but I'm going to just let it go. I mean, I guess we all knew that he wouldn't shoot Bishop, but something in me just felt like, man, basically, you really punked out, man. Or maybe, you know what? Maybe he didn't punk out. Maybe the Lord kind of really rested on him, and he was just like, you know what? It's on my soul. It just rested on my spirit, and this is just, I gotta leave. So, that's a possible too. But basically did all this. All this planning and plotting. And it was a pretty good plan. This whole season, he has really, really played the long game and almost, burnt them down to rubble. And then just to be like, all right, well, I guess I'll just leave. That I felt like he took the punk way out. Now, when we saw him at the gas station, that was hilarious in my opinion, because he looked up, he was like, this dude, I think he's trying to follow me. I think this dude trying to take me out. He jumped in the car with Rochelle and he was like, bounce now. Just leave. He's like, woman, don't talk, don't listen to me. Just go, just go. And it was funny because he was talking all that mess. He was slick bassy the whole time, being slick, grabbing magazines, talking to the dude at the register. Second he saw old boy and knew he owed him some money, he wanted to dip. Now, on the flip, let me know what you think, because he does have that briefcase full of money. So why is he just pay the people back? Then you ain't gotta run from nothing. Unless he owes them more that's in that briefcase, then maybe you need to run anyway. Next, I want to talk. I want to discuss. No, I want to drop a little bomb on what I see as next season's villain, which are the deacons and Harmony and Hope. It seems like we have a unified front to face, and we have something to unify us meaning Greenleaf. So, especially Connie, man. Connie, all right, look. Connie, one of them joints that was like the bomb about 30 years ago, but nobody told her that it was 30 years ago. So because she got the swirl, like the silver swoop, but it's like, calm it down, because this ain't your church. And the funny thing is, Lady May says she was in a bad pantsuit. Normally, I don't agree with Lady May, and we will talk about her after the break, but I will agree that, she be doing a little too much. Now, when it comes to Harmony and Hope, I think they're positioned to be a really good, I guess, long-term villain for the next season, since we got 13 episodes or so, because they can bring kind of the monetary and the social pressure on a smaller, well, I guess maybe not smaller church, like Calvary, but they're a network of international churches. They can really put the pressure on them, socially, politically, if they want to. And then you got the deacons that's inside, kind of like a cancer inside your own, inside your own church, inside your own services, inside your own meetings, each and every day, kind of spreading that dissent. this is something good. This is, well, I mean, it's bad for Greenleaf, but it's good for TV. This is something good that'll allow us to see these two sides, these warring factions, and see who comes out on top. Now, before the break, I do want to stop by Jacob and Bishop's relationship real quick. I liked seeing them come back together, especially seeing where their relationship started in season 1, and also how they broke even further around season 2 or so when he left and was doing his own thing with Basie. I like seeing them back together. And honestly back together, seeing like, they're hugging, they're really having a heart-to-heart talk. I like that relationship now, and I just expect it to build and grow, of course, with what we're going to talk to after the break. But guys, holler at me. Let me know what you think about Jacob and his future with Carissa and Tasha. I don't think Tasha's done just yet, but we'll slide that because we got tons of stuff, of course, after the break to talk about. So before we bounce and get to that break, we're gonna let Cure Brand do what? Pay them bills. Oh yeah, check that link below. Hat, shirts, hoodies, all that jazz. Once you find something you like, of course, cop it. Now, let's get into Carissa. Real quick, Carissa is a problem and has been a problem for quite some time. In season 1, we knew that she just wanted to be the first lady. She just wants power, essentially. She just wants to be close to power. She wants to assume power in some way, shape, or form. That's all she wants. And in this case, it just came in the form of Jacob, because she probably at that time in season 1 figured Jacob would be the next to rep when it comes to being the pastor of Calvary. Then that kind of didn't go too well, and she hated being in that little one-room shack or whatever that Tasha used to be in. And then they finally got on to Triumph, and then she was feeling kind of good, like, yeah, I'm the first lady, I'm gonna flex my muscles, and now they don't have that anymore. And then she was all like, well, since I ain't got nothing, I want a divorce. Now, all of a sudden, since things look like they might be okay and they might be able to get her way back in with Triumph, now all of a sudden she back like, well, I don't want a divorce yet. You don't have nobody to help you run your life. First thing, don't worry about my life. You want a divorce, right? Well, then get your bags and go. Don't worry about what I'm doing. See, your issue is you want some power. So if you want to stay around for power, that's cool. But don't be acting like you doing me some type of favor. Come on, bruh. Now, with that said, we're going to slide that to the side. Let's talk about, of course, your boy Lionel and this Will. That joint surprised me. It kind of hurts that, his son didn't get anything, but we know how he felt, so we're going to leave that alone. But now that, Grace has everything in there, we talk about $3 million. If I was Grace, I'm not Grace, but if I was Grace, I'd be like, look, man, you've been with him this whole time. Let's just split it down the middle and call it fair. You know what I'm saying? And then she could still give her money to Bishop or whatever, and he could fix his issues. And then, old boy be fine. He'd be cool with his. He'd be chilling and just shining. But for him not to give him nothing, man, I'm like, bruh, come on. Yo, I know he's not happy that the life that he's living, but to not give him nothing, like that's, dag. Like not a dime. I can see if you were like, I give you like, $500,000 and I get a rest to Grace or something. But everything, you ain't gonna get him nothing. But if I was Grace, and I'm pretty sure Grace is gonna make sure he got a little piece. He said he ain't want that, but come on, man, it's $3 million. I'm gonna be honest, $3 million, I want some. Just a little piece, just a little taste, a little wet my beak. You know what I'm saying? Look, just a little bit of money, just a little piece. But with that said, we're gonna slide that to the side. Because the last thing I want to talk about is this whole, like, the fake death scene that they put us through, and we had us thinking, Bishop was going to be gone. I was thinking, yo, you know what? This isn't a bad way to end the third season. You know what I'm saying? Bishop dies, and we got to see the family kind of like pick up what they're going to do from there. But of course, they kept him alive, and that's cool. My question now is, how do you think the family dynamic will run? He's stepped down. He said, I want to step down. I don't want to be the bishop no more. I'm going to give it to Lady May. And how do you think Lady May is going to be with this newfound power? Also, how do you think her relationship is going to be? Let's be for real. With Grace, has she turned around? Maybe. I mean, we did see her cry, but I mean, she's cried before and she was still mean. So, is she gonna be nicer? Maybe. I mean, Bishop is still there to be like, yo, May, you need to stop tripping. But the relationship between her and Grace has to repair in some way, shape, or form. And to a deeper extent with Charity and Jacob as well. This family has been fractured mostly by Lady May's activity and her emotional weight that she's put on these children. Of course, Grace more so because she represents what she sees as her only sin ever in life that was due to someone else, but we ain't gonna go there. We're gonna leave her alone. You know how I feel about Lady May. I said in the last episode. But do you think she'll straighten up and fly right? Or do you think, at least for this moment in time, since they have a common enemy, that they can at least work together to fight together against someone else and become a stronger unit because of it? So, guys, holla at me. I'm gonna holla at you. Down in them comments, let's talk Greenleaf. Can't wait till next season. Had a bow talk about this. Before I bounce, I want to tell you guys to hit up ThatNERDSoul.com. That's right. Check me out right there. All my videos from the oldest, newest, latest, greatest, and all that. Then hit up shop.ThatNERDSoul.com and pick yourself up a t-shirt player. Don't forget to get one for them playettes. Then come back here, like, comment, subscribe, and share that Nerd Soul. That's right. There's no better way that I can show people that you like what you are watching. So, LA, what up? VA, what up? RVA, you got my heart. And please be good to yourselves. Please be good to each other. And remember, guys, stay safe when you're on the road. Stay safe at Quickie Mart and stay safe at 7-Eleven because people might be looking for you. Peace.